2024 Chevrolet Colorado. Few things are more American than a pickup truck, and the midsize Chevrolet Colorado is one of the sweetest. Constructed to operate with unwavering dependability, the Colorado's chassis and array of features enable even the most audacious off-road stunts. The only powertrain available for all Colorados is a 2.7-liter turbocharged inline-4 with an 8-speed automatic transmission. Other trims, such as the off-road focused ZR2, receive 310 horsepower from the same motor, while the base WT and LT models get 237 horsepower. Depending on the trim level, all Colorados have a 5-foot bed and a 4-door cab. Rear or 4-wheel drive are available as options. The Colorado has a maximum towing capability of 7,700 pounds, which makes it easy to tow boats, snowmobiles, and campers. For a year, the Colorado was the newest truck on the block, but now that Ford Ranger and Toyota Tacoma have entered the market, the Colorado confronts serious competition. Following the unveiling of its next-generation midsize pickup last year, Chevy introduces the much-awaited Colorado ZR2 Bison for 2024. With 35-inch Goodyear Wrangler Territory mud terrain tires and aftermarket assistance from American Expedition Vehicles, AEV, the Bison is a more off-road focused version of the ZR2. Chevy widened the track of the ZR2 Bison and expanded up the wheel arches to accommodate the biggest tires available for midsize trucks. The budget-conscious Trail Boss offers nearly as much mud-flinging pleasure for a lot less money, even though our hearts race for the sleek ZR2 version with 10.7 inches of ground clearance, 33-inch tires, and enough LED lighting to light up a techno concert. With its 32-inch all-terrain tires and aggressive-looking fender flares, the Trail Boss exudes tough man appeal. Compared to the WT, LT, and Z71 models, it even has 1.5 inches more front suspension travel and an additional inch of rear suspension travel. Although it lacks the ZR2's wonderful Multimatic spool valve dampers and lockable front and rear diffs, it does sport the Z71's rear limited slip diff. Chevy's turbocharged 2.7-liter inline-4 engine, whose output varies depending on the trim level, powers every Colorado. All Colorados have an 8-speed automatic transmission. The WT and LT variants have 237 horsepower as standard. That is significantly more power than the standard Toyota Tacoma's 159 HP 4-cylinder. The Z71, Trail Boss, and ZR2 versions, which come loaded with more power and torque than the V6 powertrains featured in the Jeep Gladiator, Ridgeline, and Tacoma, are powered by the same turbo 2.7-liter engine that produces 310 horsepower. Additionally, it can be added as an optional feature to WT and LT trims. The reason those figures seem familiar is that the engine is the same as the one found in Chevy's full-size Silverado 1500. The previous Colorado was only available with the V6 and Duramax diesel engines. The new Colorado still has a solid back axle with leaf spring suspension and an independent front suspension. The rear DSSVs are now placed to the outside of the frame on the ZR2, while the large Multimatic DSSV dampers are installed up front. The Z71 and WT trucks have a limited slip rear differential, while the Lieutenant and WT trucks have an open differential. The off-road ZR2 is the sole truck having power-locking front and rear diffs. The ZR2 Bison, equipped with the widest 35-inch tires in the midsize pickup class, is the most rugged off-road Colorado. With a ground clearance of 12.2 inches, the Bison boasts superior breakover and departure angles to help it navigate difficult terrain. Its hydraulic front and rear bump stops also provide a softer landing after jumps. Yes, we did say, jumps. With a maximum towing capacity of 7,700 pounds, the Colorado provides the largest towing capability among midsize pickup trucks. The Colorado Z71 and Trail Boss can tow up to 7,700 pounds, but the base engine with 237 horsepower that powers the WT and LT models can only muster 3,500 pounds. That surpasses the capacity of any Nissan Frontier, Toyota Tacoma, Ford Ranger, or Jeep Gladiator. The Colorado ZR2 has a 6,000-pound maximum towing capacity. The interior design of the Colorado of the latest generation is very impressive. Every Colorado has a crew cab with 4 doors. The cup holders are now right in front of the center console rather than nestled opposite the gear selector, and there's a new center console inside. The shifter is also moved closer to the passenger side of the cab. The redesigned look is finished with a new infotainment screen, steering wheel, and instrument cluster. In comparison to the previous Colorado, headroom has generally decreased by an inch, although shoulder and legroom have remained mostly unchanged. ZR2 versions adopt a feature from the Honda Ridgeline Handbook, adding a shallow 45-inch wide lockable storage compartment to the tailgate as standard. Depending on the trim and extras, the 2024 Chevrolet Colorado can cost anywhere from $31,095 to $60,540.